This is a story on how Kevin Randleman saved a fan's life. Kevin Randleman was a special human being. Not only can he take credit for one of the most amazing slams in MMA history on Fedor Emelianenko, but he's a former UFC heavyweight champion. When he passed away in February of 2016, the MMA world has been mourned his loss, but then celebrated his life in an outpouring of love and stories from outside of combat. Just yesterday, a fan with the username Colossus Kidabir came forward on our MMA telling an amazing story of how Randleman actually talked him out of suicide. This is how the story goes. I've pondered for a long time on how to tell this story. Many people have seen it passing in the comment threads, but I wanted to make a post about it because this might help people with depressing thoughts or suicide contemplating. Around December 2014, I was in a relationship with someone who I cared very much. We ended up breaking up because I screwed up and cheated on her by sexting someone and admitted I was wrong. While we were broken up, I was starting to become depressed by looking at her through Instagram and Twitter. I haven't had Facebook in about 2 years. Around the beginning of January, we tried to work on things, but she wanted nothing to with me again because of my past mistake. January 15th was a day I will never forget. It was the day I was truly going to end my life. I went and bought some rope, came back home, and went to an area where I wouldn't be found. I put it out on Twitter that this was it and I couldn't take life anymore. Goodbye. Not even 2 minutes go by, but I get a notification from Twitter that someone messaged me. It was Kevin Randleman. Kevin always followed his fans. I would tweet him and tell him how much of a fan I was. He followed me and messaged, "Thanks for support, God bless." This time, Kevin messaged and said, "Hey bro, what's wrong?" I sent him a message explaining I couldn't take life much and this was the end. Without a second glance, he messaged, "What's your phone number and let me talk some sense into you." I couldn't seriously believe that Kevin wanted to help me. I sent my message and about 2 minutes later, I get a private number calling me. "Kevin Randleman?" Me asking with tears down my eyes. "Hello? Marcus, right?" Kevin said in a panic. Hearing that made me throw the already tied rope knot and start crying even more. Kevin started to talk me out of the bad situation I was in. He told me about how he understood how I was feeling. He's sharing some of his stories about his rough childhood. I told him about my issues with addiction to porn and sexting. I explained about what happened with me and ex-GF. He said, "Mistakes happen. It's how you grow and learn from that mistake." I told him how about him, Dan Henderson and Kurt Angle were the reasons I got into wrestling and Greco-Roman style. He told me about how his kids and wife Elizabeth were the light of his life and made name 3 things I'm thankful for: family, friends, and health. Kevin stayed on the phone with me for a good 35-40 minutes before I told him I wasn't going through it anymore. He then left me with this, "Don't ever think that you're not worthy of this life because we only have one." What I did was deleting all of my social media, and still to this day I don't have any besides Reddit. I went to counseling for my issues and became a changed man. I never got a chance to meet Kevin, but damn it. I will forever be thankful that I got a chance to talk to him. Rest in power. Kevin, thank you so much for everything. I owe my life to you.